If you're over 60 and relying on eggs to keep your muscles strong, it might be time to reconsider. For decades, eggs have been praised as the perfect protein. But new science and decades of clinical experience are revealing something surprising. There is another option, one that digests more easily, works faster in aging bodies, and supports muscle strength in a way eggs simply can't. In fact, researchers are now pointing to this food as one of the most powerful tools to prevent age-related muscle loss, especially in older adults. And here's the part that catches most people off guard. This protein isn't new. It's been used in traditional cultures for generations, not just to build muscle, but to support digestion, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the body from the inside out. In this episode, we'll explore 3 muscle-supporting foods every adult over 60 should know about, especially if you've been losing strength, feeling more sore, or noticing it's harder to move the way you used to. The third one may surprise you most because almost no one thinks of it as a muscle food. But for older adults, it might be the single most effective protein you're not eating yet. Let's dive in, because your muscles, your balance, and your independence depend on more than just what you eat. They depend on what your body can actually absorb and use. Tempeh, the protein that feeds both muscles and digestion. Let's begin with something many people have heard of, but few truly understand. Tempeh. Made from fermented soybeans, tempeh has been a staple in traditional Asian diets for centuries. But for older adults, it's more than just a plant-based protein. It's a digestive and muscular ally. Here's why it matters. Tempeh contains all 9 essential amino acids, just like animal protein. That means it can directly support muscle repair and rebuilding, especially important after 60, when muscle breakdown speeds up and recovery slows down. But what makes tempeh truly unique is its fermented nature. As we age, the gut becomes more sensitive. Many seniors experience bloating, irregular digestion, poor nutrient absorption. And here's the key. Even the best protein won't help if your gut can't absorb it. Tempeh solves this problem on both ends. It feeds your muscles with complete protein, and it heals your gut with natural probiotics from fermentation. Let me give you an example. One patient, 79 years old, had been eating meat daily and even using protein powders, but still felt weaker each month. He was frustrated. His strength was slipping. But after reviewing his case, the issue wasn't the amount of protein, it was absorption. His digestion was sluggish, his gut was inflamed, and his body wasn't using what he was eating. We made a simple change. Tempeh 3 times per week, half a cup each time, grilled, steamed, or added to soups. After 4 weeks, the results were undeniable. Improved strength, reduced bloating, better energy, and most importantly, his body started using the protein he was already eating. This is a lesson many overlook. It's not about how much protein you eat. It's about how much your body can actually use. Tempeh is easy to digest, gentle on the system, and provides double support, one for your muscles, one for your gut. And the science backs it up. In a 2021 review in Nutrients, fermented soy products like tempeh not only improve protein availability, but also enhance gut microbiota, reduce inflammation, and increase production of short-chain fatty acids, essential for nutrient absorption and immune health. For older adults, that's a game changer. So if you've been feeling weaker, more tired, or dealing with digestion that just isn't what it used to be, Tempeh might be the missing piece. It's not flashy, but it works, from the inside out. Start small, half a cup, 2 to 3 times per week. Add it to warm dishes, pair it with vegetables, or stir it into a light soup. Let your body rediscover what real nourishment feels like. 2. Sardines. Tiny fish, massive benefits for aging muscles and joints. Let me introduce you to a small but mighty powerhouse, sardines. Now, I know what you might be thinking. The smell, the texture, the memories of canned fish from childhood. But hear me out, because these little fish may be exactly what your muscles and joints are craving after 60. Sardines are what I call a complete recovery package. High-quality protein to rebuild muscle, omega-3 fatty acids to calm inflammation, and calcium and vitamin D to support bones and movement. And unlike some supplements or powders, everything in sardines comes naturally balanced, just as nature intended. Why does this matter so much for older adults? Because muscle loss with age isn't just about shrinking size, it's about losing function. You may notice more soreness after a walk, slower movement when getting out of a chair, stiff knees in the morning. In many cases, the issue isn't just muscle, it's low-grade inflammation in the joints and tissues surrounding them. And this is where sardines shine. The omega-3s in sardines have been shown in clinical studies to boost muscle protein synthesis, ease joint discomfort, and improve muscle quality, not just mass, but how it performs. Let me tell you about a man I worked with, 83 years old, retired carpenter. He loved staying active, but started skipping his morning walks. Why? "My knees just feel tired," he said. We looked deeper. His strength was okay, but his knees were mildly inflamed, not from injury, but from years of wear and poor nutrition. We added sardines to his meals, 3 times per week, 1 small can with steamed greens or brown rice. Within 6 weeks, he was walking again, pain-free. Not because of new medicine, but because the right nutrients finally reached the right tissues. A 2019 study in clinical nutrition backs this up. Older adults who increased omega-3 intake improved muscle strength and walking speed even without changing their exercise routines. Think about that for a moment. You don't need to do more. You need to nourish smarter. And yes, the taste takes a little getting used to. But when your body starts to feel lighter, when stairs feel easier, when the morning aches start to fade, that's your body saying thank you. I suggest trying sardines 2 to 3 times a week. Warm them up with vegetables, serve over toast, or mix into a light grain bowl. It's not fancy, but it's deeply effective. Because after 60, strength isn't just about lifting weights, it's about reducing friction inside the body. And sardines, they help smooth the way. Number 3. Bone broth, the forgotten secret for strength, joints, and recovery after 60. If I could recommend just one warm, comforting ritual to restore strength in older adults, it wouldn't be a pill. It would be bone broth. Now, I know some of you may think of it as something your grandmother drank when she had a cold, but let me show you why, from a medical standpoint, Bone broth is one of the most complete, senior-friendly recovery foods we have. Bone broth is rich in collagen peptides, essential for joint, muscle, and skin health; glycine and proline, amino acids that repair tissues and soothe the gut; minerals, like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, released slowly from the bones. And here's the beauty of it. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. As we age, digestion slows down, nutrient absorption weakens, and the gut lining becomes more fragile. You could be eating all the right foods, but if your gut can't absorb them, they won't reach your muscles or joints. Bone broth helps seal the gut lining, reduce silent inflammation, and deliver collagen to the places that need it most: your knees, hips, spine, and even the skin on your arms. Let me share a quick story. An 82-year-old patient of mine, former gardener, always active, had stopped his morning routines. Not because he was weak, but because his knees just didn't cooperate anymore. We added just 200 ml of homemade bone broth twice a day, morning and afternoon. By day 10, he told me, "I can kneel again without wincing." By week 3, he was back in the garden. This isn't magic, it's biology. A 2021 randomized clinical trial in nutrients showed seniors who consumed collagen peptides had a 30% increase in knee strength and improved walking speed. Another study in clinical interventions in aging found reduced joint pain and increased lean muscle mass with consistent collagen intake. That's why I recommend one small cup, about 200 ml, first thing in the morning, when the stomach is empty and absorption is strongest. Another cup in the afternoon, especially on days with more movement or exercise. Optional third cup after activity for quicker recovery. Don't like cooking broth? A high-quality collagen powder can be a convenient alternative. Just make sure it's clean, ideally grass-fed or organic. That said, if you can prepare it yourself, bone broth offers more than just collagen. It gives you minerals, gelatin for gut repair, and that soothing warmth that tells the nervous system to calm down. Now, one note of caution. If you have gout or kidney issues, limit to no more than 100 ml per day and use low-sodium recipes. Always check with your doctor if unsure. But for the vast majority of seniors, this is not just food, it's therapy in a cup. So if you're looking for a daily habit that helps your joints move smoother, your muscles recover faster, and your digestion stay strong, start with broth. It's warm, it's healing, and it's proof that true strength doesn't always come from pushing harder. Sometimes it comes from caring deeper. Nourish what truly matters. Let me leave you with this. After 60, strength isn't just about lifting weights or doing more. It's about nourishing what keeps you standing. Your muscles, your joints, your digestion, your calm. And often the answer isn't louder or faster, it's deeper and wiser. Whether it's a few slices of tempeh to restore gut balance, a can of sardines to cool silent inflammation, or a warm cup of bone broth to rebuild you from the inside out, these aren't just foods, they're acts of care. So start small. Choose one. Add it gently into your routine. Let it become a part of your rhythm. You don't need perfect health to feel better. You just need the right support, at the right time, in the right form your body recognizes. Because healing doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And all it asks is that we listen.